Last session, the Avant-Garde were able to raise the lost Ystrid, gain a new companion to help them in their further quests, a powerful knight who wields a moonblade. You learned about the location of Bana Skana, the capital that is now a festering city of undead. And you flew there, landed on the docks, and not the most quiet way you could do so, and thus brought forth some sort of guard of the city. A massive knight on some sort of dark steed. An aura of sulphurous smoke seems to billow from the strange knight as he wields an almost lightning-looking lance. It is now as the talks between you all break down that he charges down the cobbled streets, and his horse suddenly no longer needs streets to walk and run and charge you, as you find yourselves in the midst of combat with a flying knight. So, Avant-Garde, I need you to roll initiative for me. Okay. Okay. As initiative kicks off, let me roll for Mebehi real fast as well. So actually, Mebehi's probably going to be first, if the past is to be believed. No. Okay. It is Omen's turn. Omen, you see the knight charging across the cobbled streets, and suddenly the horse takes off, no longer needing roads to run.
Okay, so they're 90 feet from us?
Yes, they are charging towards you.
And does this look like an undead knight?
Make a history check.
History. Oh boy. That's a really good 2.
You are unsure. There is sulphurous smoke pouring from the individual, and you can see red, dark eyes stare towards you. This is kind of what he looks like.
Interesting. Okay.
And this is his steed.
Okay, cool. Sick. Alright, I'll just, go here. And then, let me see, do I have to use... Can I just move, or do I have to, trying to see how my echo works here, because I definitely don't remember. Okay, I can just tell it to move. I don't have to use like a bonus action or whatnot. I'll just have my echo move to like here. and I will hold my action to attack the knight or the horse,
Oh.
whoever gets closer first.
Okay. I just realized they share the same initiative.
I'm not used to being at the top of initiative. Yeah, that's all for my turn, I think.
Okay. It is the knight's go. You watch as his steed will fly forward 50 feet. Over to there. So first, the horse is going to take its attack. The horse is going to try and kick you in the face.
This bitch got reach?
Oh, no, it's going to hit your Echo, actually.
Okay. Echo has an AC of 19.
That is going to hit. That is a 22.
Yeah, it's
22.
it's gone. It has 1 hit point.
Okay. That's the beasts, the steeds go. The Ebon Knight is going to attack you with his lance. That does have reach.
Goddamn lances.
I'm sorry. He did move 20 feet straight towards you. So let's see if he hits. That first attack is only a 14.
That does not hit.
Let's see. Huh. He doesn't have anything to give him advantage by charging. It's just extra damage, I guess. That one is probably going to hit. That is a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So since he did charge towards you, he is going to give you more damage with his lance. $23 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
And 13 points of necrotic damage. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
How many points of necrotic?
13.
Yike. Alright, strength save. No, that's fine. I'll just take the natty one.
Okay. You are knocked prone.
Cool.
As
Knocked on my ass first
as a
things
heavy
first.
lance stabs into your shoulder, the force of the charge just knocks you right on your ass. And the Ebon Knight kind of looks down towards you and just smiles. But that is his whole go. That is the farthest movement the Ebon Knight has with his steed, and that's all. Okay. Seer, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna 4th level cast my summon Face Spirit.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna summon him kind of like around here. Yeah. Kind of like in this area.
Oh, there, that's where I put his token. I think.
I can't. I might need to refresh.
Where are you putting him?
Kind of like in front of Belric.
Okay.
Pretty much right there. God, I need to recalculate how much health he has because he's 4th level this time, and it's Furious, by the way. The typing.
Got it.
God. Make this so weird to calculate. Five. Okay. He's 47 hit points. And his AC is 15. So that's my action. And then do I want a bonus action? I don't think I do. I don't want a bonus action yet. But so that's my turn, and then my Fey creature is going to Fey step to right here. Actually, no, to right here. Sorry. And attack the Ebonite?
Okay.
Why are all of my 3rd level spell slots gone? That's not right. I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've used this thing.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay, I make 2 short sword attacks. 3 plus 4. Okay. So 26.
That's going to. Who are you targeting?
The knight.
That hits.
I'll roll my second attack against the knight. That's a 24.
Hits.
Okay, so 1d6 plus 7 plus 1d6.
Is this attack a melee attack? Or is it
Yes.
ranged?
It's melee. It's a short sword.
Okay.
That's 15 damage, 6 of it being force, the rest of it being piercing.
Okay.
And the rest is 13 damage. I don't know why I always roll so well for this guy.
I mean, it's almost like your job is to summon things.
It's a fucking unit.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're a conjuration wizard or something.
No. Is that it? Couldn't be.
Couldn't be. Not
That's
that.
its
Not
turn.
Okay. That's the end of your go. It is Belric.
Move here, and I'll attack the knight twice.
Okay. Hits. "17 misses. The first strike finds a hefty, solid place to hit. The second strike hits into the plate mail of the entity. Is that the end of your go?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. It is Mebehi's turn. Mebehi will go over here towards Gamesh and will attempt to hide. It's a bonus action. Mebehi fades into the earth. Very similar to how Gamesh can. She's adopted his powers. And then we'll fire the longbow, which misses. Oh, actually advantage.
Yeah.
There we go. That hits. Oh, actually, something you notice. Maybe he does miss because it's not an advantage; it's a regular attack. The aura of smoke hides a lot of his movement. If you're not within melee combat of him, it is harder to hit him. So 17 does miss. Because maybe he had a disadvantage, which made it a straight roll. And but he's go. It is Senti. That's a shame. Is this on the knight or the steed? The knight. Okay. That is going to be 17. Okay. That is all from Senti's go. It is Gamesh.
It is my go, I suppose.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move up here. Could I like climb over these crates?
If you wish to.
Okay, cool.
They are, they're only at max like 5 feet tall.
Alright, cool. Then I'll come around here. And is your face spirit counted as a creature?
You can't flank with them in that position. You would have to flank. They would have to be there for you to get flanked, or you would have to be here.
If I was fighting the knight?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah, sure.
I mean, no. If you feel like if their tokens are kind of more overlaid, I understand. It's fine.
Yeah, he's kind of in the middle of them, but it makes sense
Okay,
for him.
that's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Yeah, I don't need advantage. It's all right.
Okay. It's just weird because I have to place them. They are on top of each other. He is riding them out. It's just hard to kind of easily show that.
I fully understand. But I am attacking the knight, though.
I will give you advantage just because I have to. Otherwise, no one would get advantage on him. So you have you have advantage on him.
Alrighty. Ugh. Didn't matter anyway. I'm pretty sure 18 misses. Pretty sure.
18 just hits.
Oh, nice. So then 29
His
points of damage.
his AC is based on plate mail, so plate mail is 18.
Oh, all right. Then I'll click and spell do it again.
Okay. That hits.
All right, that one's going to be for 23. So a total of 52 points of damage.
Damn.
Total.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Got it. It's Omen's go.
Okie dokie. I'll use my bonus action to summon my echo again. And summon it over here. Quick question. Does
No.
my echo... Alright. Never mind then.
Yeah, you don't get advantage. It's an object. I had to deal with this for a long time. With my-
Alright.
yeah.
Alright.
I remember, yeah.
Fine then.
Mr. Mystic.
Still gonna leave it there though.
Yeah.
And I'll come up and start attacking the knight.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nobody else I can flank with against it, so. Do.
Unless you want to attack the horse.
I mean,
I'm just saying technically.
has anyone hurt the horse?
Not yet.
No, we've been swarming the night.
But the horse has, attacked. So, sure, I'll do one of my stabs against the horse. Why not?
Okay.
This will be against the horse.
Got it. The Ebon Knight will force an attack to hit him.
Alright. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. The second attack. I'll just be attacking the knight. That one. And third attack.
Jesus.
And I...
Anything else?
Does this guy look hurt at all?
Yeah, he seems to have taken a lot of damage.
Okay. I'll do an Unleash Incarnation to make another attack from my Echo against the
Knight?
knight.
Got it. Hits.
I think that's all for me.
Okay. A lot of damage. Let's see. He'd have to disengage. The knight and its steed run straight upwards. So you watch as the horse immediately kicks off the ground and does a leap about 10 feet out of all of your range.
Does it promote opportunity attack?
It does.
Yeah, I'll attack.
Try to get one good old swingy on him.
Oh,
Yep, I'll attack too.
baby.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's not that great.
Hey, Graham.
Yeah,
It's got a head, right?
it does.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, Vorpal. Nice.
I need... Ooh. I need to know who goes first in this reaction. Okay. I need Omen, Gamesh, Belric, and Seer all of you roll me a d6. Hopefully you guys roll different numbers.
Different numbers.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Gamesh goes first, and Seer goes second. Belric and Omen reroll. Okay. Then we'll go Belric and then Omen's last.
The coup de grace.
Lumberdoom would have missed. Night Song hits, so roll damage. Seer's summon missed. Okay. So as most of you miss, Belric gets a hefty swing in, but you watch as Omen, as the entity is, the horse is moving to leap upwards, just straight upwards. You slice one hefty swing, and in a moment, the head is gone, and you watch as the Ebonite disappears. He just fades away from the back of his steed. As the horse will go upwards.
But that's Sentinel, but I don't know if that counts in this situation, though. Because technically I did hit the knight.
Doesn't count in this situation. They're technically separate, but they share initiative and some other things. The horse just takes off, goes a full 50 feet upwards. And then we'll kind of stay for the moment. Actually, it will use its action, and it will kind of dash over here. But it's still 50 feet up. That's the end of the Ebonite's turn. Oh, the whole Ebonite and Ebonite steed turn. It is Seer's turn.
Hey, I have a question. If I'm casting Lightning Bolt, can the line be going up?
Yes.
Great! That's what I'm doing. Let's do it at 5th level. So I needed to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. That is only 15.
That does not save. It's gonna take 10d6 lightning damage. Hopefully
Okay.
I don't roll shit. 39 lightning damage to the horse, please.
Pretty good, actually.
That is very good.
I'll say this: if they didn't know we were here before, they know now.
Yeah, so you all watch as Seer unleashes a lightning bolt straight into the sky that slams into this large steed of sorts and heavily hurts it. It's Belric's turn.
I guess I will activate Dancer, bring out my wings, and I'll fly directly towards it and attack it twice.
Okay.
Oh shit!
You watch
Okay,
as the dancer, this cloak currently in its fiery form, you watch as it almost splits down the middle, and the two edges of the cloak turn into these almost like fiery wings and flap, and suddenly he takes off into the sky. That one would miss. Yeah, you take off, get next to it. 18 hits.
And I'll use a first level Divine Smite on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is an undead, just so you know.
You guys hit so fucking hard.
Okay. Yeah, this steed is heavily damaged.
Damn.
I keep forgetting to use its fucking feats that it has.
Nah, it doesn't have it.
No, just let us kill it.
It's just a
Okay.
mindless horse. It doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Well, not the horse, the knight. But
Oh, well, it's dead.
I just realized I forgot to do it.
It's
Yeah, so-
tragic.
Truly.
How much-
Mabeki will fire. It is at disadvantage, but they do have an ally, so it is a straight roll. That hits the horse. Jesus.
Is this horse still alive?
Are you?
Yeah, it is.
Are you meaning to add Cabal's Ruin to it?
Oh, no.
Because that's an extra 6. It's just... So it'd be 29 then. It'd be 29 plus 12. So 41.
Yeah, no.
Still very considerable damage nonetheless, but
Okay.
oh, good.
Honestly, I don't think Cabal's Ruin has any charges left.
Oh yeah.
in all
'cause they
honesty.
use them all on
Yeah. You guys are gonna have to start pumping magic into Cabal's Ruin.
I suppose that's one option.
Yes. Con saving throw. That is a failure. It's only an 8. Horse takes 10 cold damage. Okay. And it is Gamesh's turn. The horse is looking rough, by the way.
I don't have much that I can do. Very limited options.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nah, Belric's up there now, so a fireball might not be the best idea.
I can take it.
Yeah, I know you can. Not doubting you by any means. But I'll go ahead and just cast Mel's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
And I'll chuck 2 of them up by the old Dark Horse, Dark Steed. Summoning 2 deck saves.
Okay, that one is going to be 17. And a 17.
Alright, they both fail, so that's going to be 17 on the first one and only 7 on the second one.
Okay.
So 24 point.
Honestly, that is enough.
Okay.
You watch as the 2 little meteors streak through it. One goes through the neck of the horse, and one goes through its abdomen. And you watch as the sulfur smoke stops for a moment, and suddenly you see it turns and shifts. And you watch as the horse begins to plummet towards the ground, and you see as it does so, you watch as the shadows of the horse kind of fester and move, and suddenly you turn to look right beside you, Gamesh, and you see the plate mail of the Ebonite beginning to get up. You can see the sulfur shadow filling its face as it looks towards you. You can see this entity was on the cusp of resummoning its knight. But as the horse plummets into the ground, you watch as the shadow hits the stonework and just spreads the entire width of it. And then the plate mail armor that is next to you, Ganesh, collapses and just crumples to the ground. This combat's over.
Nice.
Didn't even get to
nice.
resummon the Ebonite.
Good. You didn't need to.
All it needed to be was dead.
That's it. Nothing else. Nothing more. More nothing.
So, quiet fills the space as the knight is no longer. His armor is left there on the stonework. What are you all doing?
Well, they definitely know we're here.
Yeah, definitely. Um, and we want to go to the tower, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can. Since
Should we,
the Windwalk should still be active, we can technically fly
should
there.
we just windwalk there?
I mean, it's either that or walk through the city.
That does not seem like the intelligent thing.
All right.
Though if we windwalk, I have to get rid of my summon.
How long?
Actually, I could carry him because I still got my wings for like an hour. So
believe
technically,
it
I
lasts-
could carry him.
Let me find the thing.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it lasts for an hour.
Okay. I could send a distraction into the city. Yeah, I could do that. But I don't know. Okay, so what we want to do, guys? We can windwalk to the tower. I can summon an elemental and send it into the city as a distraction. Or any other ideas?
Oh. I have a sneaking suspicion diplomacy will not be of use to us.
I mean,
So I think windwalking there would be the best use. And if we want to send a distraction, I could send my summon instead of you making another one.
I mean, we only sent 2 of them.
We could always send 2 of them.
We could send my Echo, because I can just resummon it. And it doesn't
Yeah.
cost a spell slot.
Send 3 of them. Send half a party in there.
How much can you Echo do by itself?
Nothing.
It also
Oh.
disappears.
It can. Oh yeah, I can only be. Well, I can do Echo Avatar. So I would be dead to the world, but.
I don't think that's a good
It's
idea.
like going into familiar mode, like how Seer does. So may not be
Well-
super useful.
Let's just hold off on that one for now.
How
Yeah,
have
I
you never
did forget
seen
that it
ability?
does disappear if I'm 30 feet away from
Oh, you
it.
never saw the Echo Avatar ability?
I swear to you, I think my other party's Echo Knight doesn't know that that ability exists. Oh, actually,
No, no,
they're mostly
level.
Mystic. They probably don't even have it.
You know, yeah, I think you don't get to level 10, I think.
Then they don't have it. They're too high into Mystic.
It's like level 10 or level 7, but I'm pretty sure you don't get it till a little bit later.
It's
It's good to know. That's interesting.
7th level.
7th, okay.
They probably do not have it. I think they're just on the cusp of. Not
I mean, listen, they have enough being mystic. They don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. So summon another elemental, summon another thing, and send it in while we windwalk.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'm going to use. I'm pretty sure it's 5 charges from the Spire of Dragons. Yeah, 5 charges, and I'm gonna summon an Earth Elemental. Actually, what would be better, a Water Elemental or Earth Elemental?
I feel like Earth can probably take more hits.
Yeah, last long. Yeah. So I'll summon Earth Elemental. Takes a minute to cast.
Okay. You spend the time and cast the Earth Elemental.
So now that it's summoned and my meteors will go away, but now I'm concentrating on this for now. Uh, and then once it's out, I'll tell him in turn to go cause havoc in the city, basically.
And I will order my summon to accompany it
Okay.
in the same way.
And then once they are on their way, they start moving. Then I guess we'll take that next minute to transform back into our cloud forms and start heading towards the tower.
Okay. As the Earth Elemental and the Echo begin to head out onto the streets, and you make your way towards the edge of the docks and outward as well, it is very quick for the city to take note of this battle, but the distraction between the Earth Elemental and the Echo, not the Echo, the Summon, is great. And you quickly begin to see a small horde of undead approaching and attempting to chase down your summons. Can I have a group stealth check, please?
Alright, guys, we can do better this time, can't we?
Sure.
No promises
Starting
for
off
me.
strong.
I mean, since Belric is in cloud form, what does plate mail really give him disadvantage?
No, I would say he does not have a disadvantage in this form.
Well,
Oh,
Are
nice.
all of you in cloud form, or is it just Belric?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure all of us
all
are
of
in
us?
cloud
Okay.
form.
it's
Only
only
Belric is the cloud.
Just making sure.
The rest of us are just walking.
5
well.
people and a cloud. That's our party.
Okay, we have 3 above 10. What
Hey, I think this averages to like 10.
And listen, there's one more to roll for.
Yeah, Mubeki, she's gonna really send us over.
Go ahead, roll her 78.
Her minimum 25. Yeah, that's about right. Or 27, sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, why has she made it a disadvantage?
with advantage.
Oh,
I
She
was
got
just seeing if
boots.
she could get higher, you know. That 39
just-
earlier was not enough. Or 37, I should say. All of you shifting into the misty forms are able to move through the city fairly undetected. And what you do see is hordes and hordes of undeath. Strange, otherworldly mounds of moving, crawling death. Similar to this, patrol the city regularly. And you can see many of them attempting to chase down your allies, the summons that you have. There are multiple patches of them just spread throughout the city. You get the sense that being an undead city for so long, every resource of undeath is being recycled, churned, like in a giant meat grinder. spreading undeath and creating powerful entities. It truly is an eerie sight to behold. You all, shifting from staying low, as in these mist forms, are able to move through the city streets and eventually come closer and closer to the central palace of the old Emperor of Banaskana. So, you pass over walls and secured gates to find a space, open courtyard that was probably once a secure location to have speeches and talk to a large portion of the population. There are no undead here, unlike the rest of the city. It is clean and secured. And you begin to see individuals walking about the ruins, almost like guards on watch. They seem to pay you no mind as you travel past, up and over and around. So where is it that you are getting out of your cloud forms?
Do we know where on the tower we need to be?
Nope.
Should we just start at the top?
Start at the where?
Yeah, exactly.
She said at the time. Oh, that was good. Is there are there any patrols? What's the highest point on the tower we'd be able to land?
So it's not really a tower. The citadel, the palace is the palace is built into the mountain itself. There is a sort of tower, but it's stone sticking out from the midpoint of the mountain.
What's the highest point on the palace we'd be able to land on?
The palace is probably only 80 feet up or so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Imagine.
All right, so
it's hard to describe. It's like just imagine the palace built up into the rock near, like very next to the mountain itself. The tower that you kind of do see is like a chunk of carved stone up the mountain in this like cylindrical, almost just natural formation that is.
Is it like almost like built almost into a cliff face?
It's not built into the cliff face. It's the cliff face turned into a tower, essentially. That is, it's still connected to the cliff as well. It's probably like an underground tunnel that would lead you up into it.
Okay, so the palace is the mountain. Okay.
Essentially,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
And theoretically, we could get inside the palace by going down that tower.
Sure,
If there's something that leads up to it, there's something that leads down, I assume. I could be wrong.
Okay, all right. So from where we are, what kind of places are there to land? Because now I'm trying to envision.
Yeah, is there any way to find like a...
So essentially, there is a an inner wall that has a few patrols dotting the top of it. There is a massive gate about 40 feet tall, and then right past it is like this set of stairs that goes in every direction upwards. That goes up maybe about 100 feet or so, and then levels off to enter into what looks to be the palace front yard, where there is sections of unnatural greenery, mostly gray at this point, but there are like these empty pillars that just rise up and just dot the landscape with structure, just for the use of structure, essentially. And then past that, you get to the actual palace itself. There are two side towers, one on each side. They are kind of embedded into the rock itself as well, but they do have what looks to be crenellations near the top, so they are actually fully open to the top, kind of like small watchtowers. Then you have the main palace, where you could land into a window if you needed to. But it's a massive structure.
Okay. All
The
right.
polite thing to do would be to go to the gate and ask for entrance.
That's true. That'd be the very polite thing to do. It might get us some brownie points.
It might. If we're going, but it might also get us killed.
Yeah, that might have an entire city swarming on us in a matter of moments.
Yeah. So I guess there's a risk there.
It's seeming like the best idea. Hey, Cincy, can you put the details for when walk in the chat? Uh, uh, okay, so we can't squeeze through cracks in the cloud form. No, we can't. Alright.
This is crazy, and I don't think there's any way I could communicate it effectively with the party. But I could go down at the gate, and then if trouble comes, I can just teleport 500 feet up in the air.
And then what?
I don't know.
I mean, I understand what you're trying to do, but after that
I'm
point,
just I'm just saying what I can do. This is not a finished plan. This is not a solution I'm suggesting. It's a
I'll
problem.
go up really high and then I'll fall. It's like, and then
Yeah.
I'm thinking the best idea probably is just to fly into the building.
Probably.
I say let's find a window.
All right, let's go with that. Let's find a window.
Okay. Who wishes to lead this?
Omen. No, I'll go.
What's the skill check?
I could
We'll send
leave this
the
if
new
needed.
lady. See how she does. Make her earn her keep.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm going first, as per usual.
Got it. So you find a window. Make an investigation check.
Ooh. I guess I should have put Seer first.
I offered to lead, but no one took me up on it.
Oh. I thought you were just talking about at the gate. It's okay though.
No.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I trust you. Go for it. You got this. Uh-huh. It's not in that one.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
Okay. Gamesh, you begin to lead the party. All of you are still in mist form, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Slowly
I
moving
assume
forward,
so.
like a creeping fog, you attempt to stealth through the space. Getting close to the palace itself, you note the palace itself is in a raised section. The walls that you first saw when you began to fly over it, the outer edge, extend the entire width of the upper palace, and you can see it is adorned with guards of all types. And it's interesting. You've seen a few vampires before in your time, but these individuals don't look fully vampiric. For the most part, they seem, from a cursory glance, normal people. You see a few dwarves. You can see a dragonborn currently walking the edge of the wall. It's a strange sight. They look fairly normal, wearing dark, dour clothes, but you're able to creep past them easily enough and head to the palace itself. Looking around, you spot a sizable window that would be easy for all of you to enter into, and begin making your way over to it. It's located on the second floor, and it's the largest one you see. It seems pretty okay. You begin to enter into it, as the rest of the party does as well, I believe.
Yeah.
As all these clouds shift through the window, you find yourselves in what looks to be an inner courtyard. You can see a large patch of rocky, decaying grass currently sits, with what looks to be 3 individuals on their knees, hands clasped together, almost in like a praying stance, just silently sitting with their backs towards you all. The rest of the upper courtyard area is empty, and you can see there are stairs that descend downwards on either side, slightly in line to where this group is currently praying. You can see they are currently kneeling in front of what looks to be a massive dead tree.
Oh.
It has branches and roots that stick in the ground like many tangled arms. It has pulled rocks up to the base of its roots, and you watch as these dark roots just dig deep and hold it firmly into the ground. It is a dark, creepy-looking tree, and you just see these 3 individuals just silently praying.
Hey, Graham.
Yes.
Does this remind me of the seed I have at all?
For you?
I assume not.
You were seeking the tree, correct? You were, when you first came into this campaign.
Yeah, I was specifically coming after the seed because I knew what it did and where it came from.
You look at this. There's differences between Ogulthias tree and what this is. This is something else, something different. But you can tell an evil, sentient tree from another. You watch silently in this cloud form as one of the individuals opens his eyes. Yes, yes, yes! And he stands, and he runs towards the tree. And you watch as one of the roots grab him, pull him to the ground, and you watch, he goes, finally, grant me my reward. And you watch as the roots burrow through his gut, pulse out of his heart area, and you watch his roots bend themselves through his neck, out his eyes, and he suddenly becomes one with the tree.
Well?
You see the other 2 breathe heavily for a moment. O great ordeal tree, guide us in these times. And they revert right back to praying.
What did they call it?
Ordeal tree.
Okay.
Make a history check.
Oh, I would love to. Get advantage on those. I have to remind myself because I always forget. That's a 21.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I went to school."
Specifically on magic things. Wow.
Oh jeez.
Your study into the Golthias tree did lead you across some mentions of a tree similar. In the texts that you read, you remember seeing a quote specifically from an ancient author on dark entities like this. In the primeval wood rises the ordeal tree. Should you hang from this hoary pillar of bygone time for 7 moons, you will gain power of the ancients. Is an ancient quote, not sourced, or there is no definitive author of that quote, but it is seen a couple times in texts that you've read. Lashing yourself to the ordeal tree for 7 days can grant a petitioner power based on their heart's desire. You would assume that these individuals have done so and are waiting on their heart's desire to be granted to them.
So lashing yourself to the ordeal tree for 7 days leads to it granting your heart's desire?
Yeah. But you know wholeheartedly that the ordeal tree only grants its blessings to evil individuals. And that these blessings often do come with curses. An ordeal tree has not been seen in millennia.
Okay.
Man, scientists in their brains is going crazy.
They are fickle and highly dangerous. For someone to keep one in an open square is... They must be crazy. You hear heavy footfalls. Suddenly coming from below you. As if someone materialized somehow. You watch on this kind of elevated walkway an individual, elven in nature. You can see curled ears. Wearing long dark robes, walking through the courtyard towards the 2 parishioners. I know you are in the midst of petitioning for your heart's desire, but I have need of you. You see they both turn and look, slight fear in their eyes. You see the one stands. Yes, my queen. Go on. Report to the wall. Now. You see that the first one who stood takes a few steps forward and begins to quickly do the task. The other one, a little sluggish. You see he's shaking a lot more than the first one. Stands. And he begins to writhe in pain as you see another one of these roots begins to dig deep into his abdomen, and you watch as his mouth begins to ooze blood as parts of the roots just go through the back of his neck, up through his throat. And you watch it curls in and goes through one of his eyes as his head just becomes mush. And you watch it just immediately begin draining the life from his very essence. Oh, my dear, are you hungry? As you watch the individual walk past the other petitioner who just runs to where they were told to go. You see the individual steps forward towards the tree and begins to caress the roots that now drain the life from one of these petitioners. Not evil enough for you, huh? Don't worry, we'll get better friends for you. And you see they just lovingly stroke the roots, and you watch as the tree itself begins to, you hear this like gnawing, cracking sound as on the upper section of the tree a mouth opens. And you begin to hear language being spoken. One that only Senti understands. Actually, who speaks Sylvan? I think Senti speaks Sylvan.
Well, Cindy has a helm of comprehend languages.
I do, yes.
I thought Seer spoke. No, she spoke Infernal and
I almost took Sylvan, and then I didn't.
So no one else but Senti?
No one else but Senti.
Good to know. Senti, you hear this horrid, raspy voice echo out in Sylvan. A butchering of that tongue. Mother. Do you have a desire? Oh. You see she kind of rubs some of the blood off of the roots as they begin to slightly soak in a little bit too much. You know I don't. I have everything I need right here. Have you seen anything of late, son? Anything I should know? The one you brought back last night. His heart is not worthy for you. You are a great judge of character. Thank you for telling me this. Perhaps we'll feed you some more soon. You see the tree almost nods its head. You hear the loud creaking sound. And she turns and begins to step away from the ordeal tree. Back in the way she came. This individual is beautiful. You can see they're in the prime of their elven years. Gorgeous blonde hair drapes down. You can see the outfit from the front now is well tailored and well made, of noble attire. A circlet currently covers her forehead, made of what looks to be some sort of dark mahogany wood. It gleams with a special light, though. Another thing you can notice is currently hanging off of her neck is a beautiful amulet. A singular, massive green gem that shines with beauty. As she begins to walk away from the tree itself, you hear more footfalls suddenly apparate below you. My queen, one of your Ebon Knights was destroyed on the docks. We found his armor. You see two individuals standing next to each other. They look to be twin dragonborns. Both of them have this like slight bluish tint to their skin, their scales, and you can see these ones, unlike her, are fully vampiric. You can see their draconic maws are extended, sharpened even further, to a dangerous point, and they have a red glint to the side of their eyes that you can just barely notice. Did you see the perpetrators? No, they escaped before we got there. Don't worry. We're already handling it. I heard and saw lightning in the distance. Hopefully the undead take them, and we add new bodies. What if the undead don't, my queen? Then they will find us. Go. Continue your search. And you watch as all three of them turn to mist and begin to slowly roll across the ground and disappear from view.
Oh my.
So,
That's a lot.
diplomacy's off the table, yeah?
I mean, well, we're still in cloud form, so we can't discuss yet. Unless we were able to transform during this time, but I'm pretty sure we're still in
I
cloud
don't
form.
think we
I
would
would-
have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of you are just still most likely watching in cloud form for the fear of having to make another stealth check, probably.
All right. Yeah, that is very true. So,
Also, I don't think we should. I am not going to be transforming in front of this evil sentient tree.
that's fair.
You do see that now motionless, this tree, it is indistinguishable from a normal dead tree. It just sits there patiently, like some sort of
So-
dark hunter.
So, guys, how evil are we?
I'm pretty borderline.
Strictly not.
Strictly.
I think I'm the closest to evil in the party,
Yeah, definitely.
but I'm not technically evil.
All right. Well,
Hopefully, this experience doesn't make me change my alignment.
hopefully not. Okay.
I brought the wrong backup character.
All right. So I think what we need to do then.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we don't want to transform in front of this tree. That is definitely not something we want to do. It speaks. Oh, we don't know
Yeah.
that it speaks yet.
I mean, we know it speaks, we just don't know what it said.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all know it speaks.
All right.
We heard it talking shit. We just don't know what it said.
Senti knows what it said.
All right. So.
We also heard the queen responding to it.
All right. So let's.
Find somewhere safe.
Yeah. Let's get
Ish.
somewhere out of like bark
Or
shadow
should we
this tree.
actually? Can I try to find the artifact we're looking for while we're all still in cloud form?
We could do that.
Would that not be better? Because even if we get caught, we're resistant to damage.
Yeah.
Oh, non-magical damage.
Yeah. But we could. I feel like getting away would be easier outside of cloud form, though.
Would it?
I mean, instantaneous spells. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't have any instantaneous spells that could get us all out of combat.
I mean, I can always use
Plane shift, but then that's bad for us.
to a degree. Yes. All right. Look. All right. We're in cloud form. Seer has spoken. She's leader. So I'm fine with you.
No, I'm trying to talk this out. I'm sorry.
No. I don't want to make any more decisions. Seer's leader today. So
I'm just asking if it's possible. I don't know if
I'm-
it's a good idea.
I'm just the first mate. Ask the captain.
Fuck you.
No, but
I'm
seriously,
not
I
the
really.
real captain.
But no, yes, you are. You're on the ship. But you, staying in cloud form does make sense though.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, can I try to find the artifact whilst still in cloud form?
How would you go to find the artifact?
I assume I'd just be moving through the castle in cloud form.
Make a history check, Seer.
You're good at these.
Don't
Advantage.
say that!
See, look.
I got a nat 20!
See, look.
Seer, as you begin to think about
Be right back.
potentially where the artifact could be, you are reminded of
Fuck.
the shape of the artifact,
Oh.
which you can see right there.
Right. Right. It's on the queen.
Which one are we looking for?
It's the green necklace. It's on the queen.
The Kiss of the Changebringer.
Ooh, with the monk is wearing?
Yes.
I see. So we just have to kill her. Easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. My bad. Sorry. What
I
was-
mean, we just killed Zarin, who was like a demigod. So
And she's like a vampire queen.
I mean, he wasn't really a demigod.
he was
Yeah.
to me, okay? To me personally, he was.
He was.
I
Okay.
get that. That's how I feel about you, Silver.
So which one are we coming here to get?
The necklace, the green necklace on the queen.
Oh, so we have to kill the queen. Okay.
Maybe we could bargain for it.
You don't know how you feel about this bargain and stuff, do you?
No, I don't. I don't.
All right, look. So we know it's on her neck. We can have a bet he's steal it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all the plan I got. Because Mabehi is like going to like teleport in and like be invisible somehow. I don't know how she's gonna do it, but
Okay,
Mabehi.
let's find a place to transform and tell Mabehi the plan.
That was a joke. We're not doing.
Oh, I don't know what else we're gonna do!
Look, honestly, let's
Can
be
we
real.
find the woman? I guess we have to kill her.
Look, we can try talking first. We'll try talking first. We'll try. And then
It's
when
worked
that
so well for us famously in the past.
right, and then when like the statistics of
I
it,
mean, we
99
talked to the Medusa.
we killed her too.
No, only after, though. At first, it was fine.
Yeah, she did like us, or at least
Yeah, at first, it was fine. Also, we don't even really... Listen, here's the honest truth. We don't need to keep this. Maybe we could just be like, hey, we'll trade you the Gothias seed in exchange. Let us borrow that
to be real, we're not going
to destroy the threat to the world.
We
We'll
can say
bring it
that.
back.
Say it. I guess we can say that.
You know? And then we can decide if we're going to keep that promise or not.
Yeah, as per usual.
Yeah!
All right. So
God.
so now we're changing back.
Well, first can we find some place where there is no one or any evil sentient trees?
Who wants to lead the party?
I do.
Make an investigation check.
I was really hoping.
Can
that would
we
be what
help
it
her?
is.
I think she has. Doesn't she have? No.
No, I don't
You
have
advantage?
advantage.
Oh, you just have expertise. My bad.
I just have expertise.
Yeah, you guys can help her. Actually, no. You're all clouds. It's kind of hard to help.
Yeah, we don't even really know what
So
she's doing.
34.
I wasn't worried though.
You lead the party out of the window that you just came through, away from the tree as far as you can reasonably go, and find on one of the edge towers, specifically the one that faces towards the south. You find a solid window that is partially open, and you're able to slip into it. And checking out the building itself, it seems completely empty.
Nice. We'll transform here.
Okay. Yeah, you all turn into your regular forms within this tower.
I was not expecting the dead tree to talk.
Yeah, so that's something that's known as an ordeal tree. If you lash yourself to it for 7 days, it'll grant your heart's desire. But only if you're evil, and also you gotta be okay with being cursed.
That doesn't sound like a good deal.
No, they're extremely dangerous.
All right. Does anyone know what the tree said?
Yeah.
Great.
Speak
So-
up, Cinti.
So, so I guess we'll just say it's safe to say Senti relays the information that the
Yes, I'd say that's it.
Mother.
mother, what the fuck is going on here?
And she called it son. So that's freaky.
People
Either
are
she's-
shit.
So I think she's insane. But that could also literally be her son.
New definition of tree hugger.
I don't think I know how ordeal trees are made. So,
Does it remind? Upon seeing the tree, does it remind me of the tree that was in Rail when the Seed of Goliath planet?
There is a very distinct similarity. It is a completely evil tree. With seemingly intent and knowledge. The Golthias tree itself, that you remember fighting, however, was not as able to speak.
It reminds me of the tree of Goliath. But I guess it makes sense. They're both kind of undead trees, so.
Yeah, who would have ever thought that the realm of evil trees was incredibly diverse?
Right. Alright, so. What's our plan?
well, we could try diplomacy, but something tells me that the queen is just going to want our bodies.
Yeah,
That's evil. I feel like now's the time to ask that question.
Is anyone. Oh,
Oh,
what spell does Cincy have? Show alignment.
yeah, you know.
Yeah, you cast Show Alignment, Um, and you can read the alignments of all your party members. So, let's start off with Gamesh. Gamesh, what is your alignment?
My aura will be gray.
Okay. Laura? What is Omens?
It is green.
Okay. Seer?
Is she
Like a mixture of gray and green.
gray? She's neutral good. Okay.
Seer, I don't think shows up, actually.
I'm chaotic neutral. Wait, mine don't show up?
Because of the
Oh, the divination thing.
I
Oh,
think
you know
Gamesh
what?
also doesn't show up.
yeah, mine doesn't show up
Oh
either.
yeah.
Nice, I'm evil.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I just remembered.
Hey guys, Gamesh and I are evil.
We've been hiding it this whole time.
Bellic,
Yeah.
what is yours?
Evil by omission.
Yep, mine would be gray and green.
Okay.
Hell yeah, twinsies.
Mabehi's is probably gray and blue.
Um,
I'm pretty sure she's chaotic neutral.
she is. Mostly blue with hints of gray.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get an evil character.
Gamesh could be that evil character. We'll never know now.
You'll never know now.
What color is Senti herself?
What color is Chad?
Senti's blue. Senti's just chaotic chaos, just pure chaos.
Just pure chaos, nothing more. What color is Chad?
She doesn't have a neutral good or evil alignment?
She's just chaos incarnate.
Yeah, what color is Chad?
Chad is evil.
Chad is bright red. Oh, wait,
Is-
no, he's just glowing.
Oh, that's just his glow.
Funny part is I honestly don't think Seer as a character could definitively say she's not evil.
She teeters a line. I like to say that like hers is like.
She doesn't think she's evil.
I would like to say hers is probably like gray and purple.
Yeah, probably. We'll never know.
Okay. Well.
Purple only. Haha.
So anybody evil Senti?
None that Senti can see. Okay. So then none of us should be worried about being cursed by the tree.
We just gotta be worried you not be eaten by the tree.
Well, it seems like it prefers to eat evil people.
I thought the dude that got ate wasn't evil enough.
Oh, well, they said he's not evil enough, but like that would imply that it prefers evil people, would it not?
That is true. That is true.
So they're more likely to try to use us for use our dead corpses for something else.
Could just be fertilizer in the normal sense.
I don't think that's it. I think we would go towards their undead army.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the go-to. All right, look, we can't just keep sitting here talking though. We have to figure out what we're gonna do.
Are we gonna kill her, or are we gonna try talking?
We can try talking, I guess.
Okay.
It's not like the country. It's not like the kingdom doesn't know that this evil city isn't here or something.
No, if they do.
Wait, what?
Do they know that this evil city is here?
Yeah, they know that this is a place that's overrun with undead and stuff.
Yeah, but
Vampires.
do they know it's a whole ass city?
Don't they? I could have swore. I mean, that's how we knew.
It could. I don't know.
We knew there were vampires here and stuff. That's how we
We
found
knew
out.
there were vampires, but
I mean, with vampires are pretty intelligent. Usually that
yeah,
way.
they have a society for sure. It's just not just
the kingdom
vampires
does
here.
know that this is an evil city, but the streets are crawling with upwards
Okay.
of. I think population before everything went down was close to like 200,000. So like 200,000 undead.
Yeah, there's just normal people here. Which seems odd, but it makes sense.
You've also seen very clearly what looks to be a group of vampires.
Yeah.
You don't know how, large they are.
We don't even know where their coffins are.
No, we do not.
That's a problem. So hopefully, I guess we're trying talking and then killing her.
Yeah.
Hopefully talking works.
It typically starts off fine.
Because we won't have time to find her coffin.
Not in the slightest. So it's better off this to try to make an ally for now.
Yeah. I guess we try to find the queen now.
Yeah, they didn't just walk away. They painted in the shadows, right?
They
Yeah.
turned into mist.
Yeah. Okay. So
Also, should I cast Intellect Fortress on Gamesha Mebehi now?
yes, now would be probably a good solid time.
Okay, I thought so.
Oh, and like before she does that, are our summons gone now? I would assume probably. by
I
this
assume
point.
so.
Oh yeah, they took a beating.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just just wondering. But anyways,
Yeah, I cast Intellect Fortress on Gamesha
Yeah.
Mebehi.
It's a good thing your summons are not made of like true human flesh, because yeah,
oh, could you imagine an undead and a inorganic undead? Oh, that'd be annoying.
oh yeah.
How the fuck are the
Do you
rocks
ever-
dead?
Do you ever think about how like your summons are, actual souls that you're summoning into this realm and then putting through hell?
Oh yeah. That earth elemental that Gamesh just summoned, he's given it PTSD. PTSD.
PDST.
Is that something Thea really says?
Yeah, why not?
Oh.
Wait. Shit, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, like, you knew you were summoning a soul this entire time, right? Like, it was from a different realm, and we brought it to our realm.
I thought it was like your face spirit.
Yeah, that's still like a soul from the Feywild. They don't just materialize,
Fuck.
That's why it's called summoning.
I'll keep that in mind in the future. Damn.
I mean, don't let it stop you.
Yeah, but maybe not just send them off into a suicide mission next time.
Yeah, but it benefited us.
Wait, does it go back to the elemental plane of Earth once the spell's over?
Oh, yeah, they don't die.
Oh, alright. Okay. Alright. That'd been a little bit of a fucked up move.
I mean, I think it's more fucked up that they have to live with it.
Fair.
But, like I said, don't let it stop you.
Earth Elemental's just telling its buddies how terrifying the plane is.
The material plane, man. You're like, I don't know what the fuck. They have these things. They're like,
No,
they're
wait, it's an
people, but
earth
they're not people.
elemental, so it very well could know that Gamesh is the Zimajad. I got summoned by the Zimajad, and he made me run into a city full of undead.
He's just like telling them, like, he's like straight up a wave of bodies just tried to eat me.
But they were made of rock scars. You know? All right. Well, yeah. At least is somebody made of rocks, not of skin. All right.
Yeah. It's important to understand the psychological terror you're putting your subordinates through, and then telling
Ooh.
yourself that you're okay with it anyway.
Yeah.
This is the line I straddle.
And this is where Gomesh's like, "Fuck, am I evil?" Oh, okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go find this lady, man.
Yeah, let's go find this lady.
Listen, the frogs at least did not become frog legs.
What? Wait. What frogs? Wait. Which ones?
Yeah. Frogs that attacked us?
Because since
That
he
you
was around for
summoned and
those
then got
frogs.
turned against us?
No, I think Senti.
Which frogs? Oh yeah, Senti summoned frogs.
Yeah.
Oh, to a fountain. I don't remember that.
Which fountain? I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, right? There's been so many fountains.
Is that the one?
Oh, the Mad King's tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay, I
they did try to
remember
attack us.
I did forget that everyone was there in the Mad King's team. I thought that was earlier, before that.
Yeah.
now. No, that was actually not that long ago. Actually,
No.
considering,
Yeah.
I think that was this year.
It was not this year.
Not this year, but like
But like
2022. You know what I mean? Stop it.
We're already we're halfway
you
through.
realize how much we got done in these last 2 weeks?
That was last
A lot.
week, guys.
Could you imagine if we went at this pace the entire time?
Oh man. Oh jeez.
This game would be done.
Whole campaign's over every month.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go find this lady.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all make it to the bottom of the tower. Are you stealthing to find her, or are you asking for an audience?
At this point, I mean, we might as well just go ahead and
Just like, does it really matter?
let's go balls to the wall. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just call her out.
It's gonna be incredibly hard to contain us.
This is the call out pose.
Listen, yeah, look, we got lucky stealthing late last time, but it's not gonna happen again. Let's just go.
Especially not with Belric at disadvantage.
Exactly. Let's just go.
Yeah. We're asking for an audience, I guess.
Let's get
Yeah,
that.
she also might be able to sense me since I'm a paladin too.
Yeah, all that good
Yeah.
energy. She's like, ugh, I sense good vibes.
So you open the door. How are you trying to ask for an audience? Are you just finding the first person you meet? Or are you calling like names out? What are you doing?
Well, we don't know her name.
I'll leave that up to Seer. She's the diplomatic one.
Oh.
Gamesh
Yeah, I guess I'll just go up to someone and ask them where their queen is. Or where their queen could be found.
Okay.
Until we have a deal to make, not just because that sounds like a threat.
So you begin to walk through the open corridors of the palace here. As you're walking through the space, you come across a slightly open hallway. Then you can see a little gnomish individual is just barely seen walking into a room. You see he drops something off. You hear like a slight clutter of things. You see he goes up back into the hallway, and you see he walks over to a little cart, and you can see it has what looks to be foodstuffs in it. You can see looks like a small bag of onions and some other minor items. And you see he grabs the bag in his little hands, and he goes and walks into the room once more.
Okay. I guess we should wait for him outside of the room. Like off to the side so whoever's in the room can't see us.
Okay.
Works for me.
Make a stealth check.
Alright. Yeah.
From everybody.
Whoever is wishing to speak with him. So whoever is trying to hide, so they are not, like seen by him. Because from the way you're describing it, you want to try to kind of get close to him and then speak, right?
I
Or like,
I don't know.
like
It doesn't really matter if he notices me, because either he's gonna sound the alarm or he'll wait for me to come up to him.
yeah.
So
However you wish to do this here.
yeah, I'm not gonna. We're not stealthing. I'm not gonna try to stealth. I'm just gonna walk up to the cart.
Okay. You begin to walk
Okay.
over to the cart, and you can kind of hear some more items. Probably the bag of onions has dropped onto what sounds like a wood surface, and you can see he walks over to the door. Oh, hi there.
Hi.
How can I help you?
Oh, I was just wondering, where I would go to make an audience with your queen.
You know about our queen.
A little bit.
That's interesting. What do you want to talk to her about? You, note, you can see a single rat come from the room he just came from, kind of crawls up the back of his leg onto his shoulder.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, we just wanted to see if we could perhaps strike a deal.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Goodness, where's my buttons? 18.
Ooh.
It's the minimum I can do.
Okay. Interesting. You begin to hear lots of scurrying. And you kind of look off to the side, kind of away from where your party is. And you watch a swarm of rats kind of comes around the corner and stops.
Yeah.
You see him smile. And it is that point where you see his very sharp teeth.
Yeah.
An audience? I might be able to help. Just don't try anything. Just a precaution, some would say.
I would much prefer to not try anything.
Good. You hear him do a low whistle. And you watch as 3 more swarms of rats just start approaching. You see them come down the hallway that your party is, and you see another swarm comes from the room he was in. Follow me. I'll take you somewhere where I can have more people watch over you. It's just a precaution. Come.
Of course.
Come. And he turns and begins to walk down the hallway where the first rats came from, past his cart.
I'll follow him.
The rest of the party follow?
Yep.
Okay.
No, you just leave me alone with the vampire.
Let's leave the guy. She's evil.
As the little gnomish vampire leads you through the hallways, one thing you notice is the room that you walk past where he was preparing a meal of some sort is... He leaves the door open, leading you through the place, and thus you do note that there are 3 dead bodies in various states of carving. You can tell he's probably the cook, and his job is to get the meat.
That is for sure not my business.
He leads you all into a slightly more open area, and you hear some heavy footfalls, and you hear him kind of do a little as he just whistles down the corridor. You hear the feet stop for a moment. It's me. I need to talk to you. At which point you see a one of these like solid stone walls that's next to you. You watch a dwarf steps through it. Very similar to what you can do, Ganesh. You watch as he just walks right through, holding out what looks to be a heavy looking halberd, and just kind of lowers it. Everyone calm down. Yick. How can I help you? These people want to speak to the Queen. I don't know who they are, how they got in. But they seem nice enough. I still have more food to prep. Would you mind? He kind of looks over towards you. You see he takes his fist and hits the wall 2 times, and you watch as 2 more dwarves step out from the solid stone. We're taking him to see the Queen. Go back to your work, Yik. We'll take her from here. Come. Follow us and don't try anything. Understand?
Of course.
Oh, can I ask if there's any formalities one should take when if they end up greeting the Queen?
The first dwarf kind of looks towards you as you're being led through the space. Be respectful. That's the most you can do.
Good enough. Thank you.
Nods his head towards you. Almost there. You pass by an array and assortment of different individuals. Most of them have slight, you get the sense that this is a collection of various different vampires, all from different backgrounds. You see a couple halflings that kind of are easily able to hide their vampiric nature, similar to the gnome, but the dwarves are very vampiric. You get the sense that it is different for a lot of people. And greatly so. One individual you do see that kind of is the strangest vampire you've seen yet. Is what looks to be an ogre-like man who has these very, very sharp teeth. But he's larger, and you see just smiles, and is very, very creepy. You get to a space, and an open area. After just about 5 or 6 minutes of following the 3 dwarves, who take great care to ensure that you're not gawked at too much. You see, they do push away some of these other vampires, and in the 5 or so minutes, you see approximately 10 to 11 different vampires. You do see what looks to be normal humans as well. A little bit more than the vampires. You see maybe about 15 of them. Most of them seem in very subservient roles. They are carrying things. A few of them you see are scrubbing floors from fresh blood pools, stuff like that. In this open area, you can see a small contingent of many vampires that you've seen as of yet. You can see 4 or 5 vampires are standing within the room, slowly chatting to each other. You see most of them are their standard fare. One you see is strange and unfamiliar as of the origin of this individual vampire. Their skin is gray, and you can see what looks to be black blood almost constantly dripping from his fingertips as he's talking to the others, and very dark, sunken eyes meet your gaze. And you see he smiles and quickly begins to walk towards all of you. Soman, stop! And you see one of the dwarves kind of takes 2 steps forward in front of your group as the vampire just eyes glaring towards you with hatred and malice is literally only stopped as you see this dwarf vampire just puts his hand on his chest and pushes him back 3 steps, never breaking eye contact with you, Seer. You see his mouth is open, begins to slightly drool a bit. Soman, these are guests, not food. They look like food to me. Just one of them. Any of them. Beside the robot. Soman, back away. They're here to see the queen. You don't want to start anything. You see he kind of licks his lips. You sure? I can't have just one. Soman. Fine. Fine. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Of course.
You see he takes a few steps back. You see a couple of the other vampires, what looks to be a dragonborn and what looks to be another elf, kind of touch him by the shoulder and kind of, come on, let's talk. You begin to hear like a low conversation occur. He doesn't answer any of the questions they are trying to talk to him about. But you hear generally the conversation seems to go, so, Soman, any more sangromancers that we can train? Your art is proficient. We would like to have some more. And he just ignores them. As the dwarves continue their walk forward, he just stares. And is wholeheartedly hungry, to say the least.
Is there one of us he was looking at more than the others?
Seer.
Because I'm a human, isn't it?
Make a perception check.
Is it because you're a redhead?
Wow.
Because you're a redhead.
Oh! Nope. I don't know shit.
You are you avoid his gaze. The very
probably.
sight of him is one that is slightly horrifying. He is really not hiding his true visage like a lot of the other vampires are, and it's unnerving. This is an individual who is drinking in the knowledge of who they are and the power that they possess. If anyone else wants just to make a perception check, you can as well. But Seer doesn't notice
Why
it.
not? I'll go ahead and make a little low perception.
I'll make one too.
Come on.
Jesus.
Oh well, Bella got it. I mean, I'll roll it just for the sake of rolling it. Oh, Omen's the one that got it really high.
We both got it.
Oh wow!
Ah, nice! Everyone's cool at this except me.
Seer's like, why the fuck is he looking at me? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Seer's just smiling vacantly.
The three of you are able to note that both the name that the magic that he was talking about and the active spellbook he has on his hip. This individual is most likely a sangromancer. And perhaps it's not only blood that he drinks.
I don't know what a Sangromancer is.
It's a type of wizard.
It's blood magic.
Oh. So it's
Yeah.
not just blood that he drinks.
I'm the most magical.
I'm pretty sure that's
Wizard-wise.
me.
Wizard.
but,
I think we're tied.
but my magic is internal.
Yeah, mine is not. What kind of is? I'm a little bit of a bard.
Oh yeah.
Senti, we would die.
We make enough to. We'd make enough to free our souls. How about that?
They would kill us.
They would give us so much money, we have to give up everything.
Yeah, if money is death. You're correct.
I'll give you 100 gold pieces if you let me kill you.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
But you are led past this Sangromancer who stares intently towards the source of his hunger. The dwarves lead you further into the palace. Soft light spills from what looks to be well-placed mirrors, guiding light deep into the hollow places of this palace. The light is dim, however. It's not full sunlight, as there is some magical effect that you've noticed in your time in the city that does nullify the power of the sun here. You are led deep within and find a massive set of doors. 20 foot tall, made of a mix of wood and iron. It seems they have recently been polished, as they shine with some degree. You can see 2 Dragonborn are currently standing guard in front. One of which seems to have golden scales, the other dark red. See, they both turn towards each other. What do you have there? Guests for the Queen? If she'll have an audience with them. Yik found them. Said they were nice. Give me a moment. See, the one Dragonborn kind of opens the door and begins to step inside, and as he does, you watch as he shifts into mist as the door closes quickly. Any trouble with them? Nothing from them. From us? I think you know who, too. You see the red Dragonborn who is left. I'm sorry you had to see that. He gets a little hungry sometimes.
More than fine.
Good to hear. few moments pass, and suddenly the door opens slightly once again as you watch mist kind of shapes itself through the door and shifts into a full draconic visage. Shall see them. Are we to go back to our post? Yeah. It's been a pleasure leading you through the palace. Good luck. You see the three dwarves kind of back off. You see they all go to the walls and immediately begin just phasing right through them.
Okay. I'll wave goodbye to them and then continue on.
Watch your tongues in that room. No quick movement. Stay very still.
Easy enough.
Understood.
Feel like we're about to go into a room with like a feral animal, and they're like, all right, don't spook it. Don't speak too loudly.
We kind of are. We kind of very much are.
You know?
Nobody cut themselves on anything, okay?
Everyone get real low to the ground so they know you're not trying to be a threat.
But
You
don't
see-
expose your neck.
Yeah, don't turn your back.
Okay. What happens next?
The door will open. As the dual doors swing open wide, you see the two dragonborn pulling them with great effort open. You see a magnificent throne room. The tapestries that adorn the space are ancient and old, depicting great triumph, not of vampires, but of the previous society. You can see the colony ships of the Alliance of Banaskana setting sail in the building of a great empire. As you step into the chamber, tall pillars that kind of flank you as you step in begin to light themselves. A dull red color begins to fill the entire chamber as all of the pillars, one by one as you pass them, blink to life, bathing the room in sickly blood red. You watch as they slowly begin to shift and get a little bit lighter and lighter until the room is bright enough for all of you to stand within. In the center of the chamber is a massive throne. Beautiful gems are inlaid in every point imaginable. Diamonds, sapphires, emeralds. To take the gems from this very seat would advance any individual to enormous wealth. "20 feet from the front steps, where the elevated throne sits, is a circular carving on the ground. You can see there are a dozen chains that line that space, and where you can see a singular, what looks to be glass pedestal is sat. A small crystal is sat upright and glows with a strange inky color, but is chained down the entire glass structure. As you step into the chamber and get closer and closer, you see this small crystal suddenly pulses for a moment. You see dark energy seems to spread and hit the glass and retracts. The individual who sits the throne is a familiar one. A beautiful, ancient elf in the prime of her years. But there is a paleness to her form. And there is a slight red tinge to the eyes. As the light hits, for the first few moments, as it is this blood red in the chamber, the eyes reflect back at you, cat-like, predator-like. And soon the lights shift and change, and you see her full visage. Calm, collected, smiling, fangs showing. "Welcome, guests." She stands and takes a few steps down the elevated throne. "It's always good to see new faces." You see, stepping from one of the pillars as you get about halfway into the room, essentially just 30 feet away from her, two individuals step from the sidelines. Wearing rich attire, they don't even look vampiric at all. But the way they stand is clear that they are standing with her. And these are probably high members of the court. See, one is a human with dark, sleeked back, jet black hair. Kind of does a half smile where you see no fangs. The other one seems to be fairly human-like, but there are wisps to the hair. As you note, this is probably a genasi of some sort. Most likely air, as there just seems to be the slightest ever-present wind that kind of blows through their hair. So he kind of smiles as well, not showing any sort of fangs. You see the human, dark hair, continues to step forward as the other one, the genasi, stays. "My friends, I introduce to you Queen Darshi Ramora, Blood Empress of Bana. Please bow, all of you, in her presence."
Yeah. Of course we're bowing, or I'm bowing at least. I can't speak for the rest of them, but I am.
I'll bow reluctantly.
Yeah, I'm following lead.
Yep, I'll go along as well.
Okay. As you all take a deep bow, you see a slight smile on her face as the Empress greets all of you.
Oh yeah, I spelled that so wrong.
May I have all of your names, please? New guests should introduce themselves as well. Please stand as you do so.
Okay. Alright, I'll stand after being given permission.
Um, I am Seer of the Avant-Garde.
And then I'll like look at my companions so they can introduce themselves.
Who wants to introduce themselves next? No one?
I'll stand next. And I'll say, hello, I am Belric, Your Highness.
Pleasure to meet you, Belric. You can get the sense, as each of you introduce yourselves, she is 100% reading all of you. Taking in every frame.
Oh no.
Every movement of your form. Reading you as best as she can. Who next?
I'll step forward.
Do I get the feeling that her knowing our names is gonna be bad?
Make an insight check.
Nice.
Damn.
Is this like a kind of like how if you tell a fairy your name, they can steal your child or something?
You don't get the sense that she has power like that over names, but it is a name. You could be tracked down. Who knows? You don't
No
get the
one-
sense it's initially evil, though. She's just asking a question, seeing how you respond.
Where is? Yeah, I'm about to step up and say my name. I just want to see something really quick. Where is it? We had the letter from. Oh, it's Tarv's notes.
Yes.
So. Tarv's notes was from her. Sincerely R. I always thought it was Reshka Ball, but this could have been her. Dear Empress, I'm sending trusty Tarv out to deliver the seed. Wow. We discovered that much later. I'm Gamesh.
Pleasure to meet you, Gamesh. Where's Tar's notes at?
It's at the very top underneath the map of the North. You have it in the Decabald notes. In that tab, then Kingdom notes, and then Rush Cabal art, then Tarv's notes.
Oh yeah, the Empress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in. Okay, yeah, Resh Kaval arc.
Brothers and men. damn. I look forward to seeing the seed in our possession. Make sure to keep it close to the chest. I'm tired of losing men to the damn paladins and Terrans.
I would say that is not correct. R is Reshkaval.
Oh, it was Reshkaval.
Dear Drusilla, it is wonderful Macron was able to get the seed back before the pesky court did.
Oh, this is the court.
Okay.
We're in the court. Okay. The enemy of our enemy is our friend, right?
Nah, they're trying to kill us too.
They were trying to kill Macron.
Oh.
Okay.
The enemy of our friend is not our enemy?
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully, she shouldn't know.
It's
it was
been a
us.
long time.
And we weren't famous then.
Yeah, we weren't famous. And our members have changed. And we killed the guy who saw us steal the thing.
Exactly.
Like, we killed him. So I
That's
guess
a
who's
good bit.
introducing themselves next?
That's a good bit of information to have, actually.
Yeah,
going
it
into the
really is.
discussion.
I'm glad you remembered that.
Are you the next person to introduce themselves?
Wait, so who's gone already? I know me and Bella did. Anyone else?
I was the first.
You were the first.
I think everyone's. Oh,
I'll
sorry.
go next.
Ah,
That's Senti's introduce himself.
So, yeah, Omen will step up and give, like, a little bow and say, Seldana Anher Guanistan.
pleasure.
Oh,
I'm a friend of the elves of Guanistan.
Is she? Have I ever heard of
Is
her?
that true?
Is she bullshitting that?
Make an insight check again.
Okay.
or she's like, I used to be.
Oh, not so good.
12.
I mean, I'm an elf from
It's-
Guanistan.
Hard to tell. You do see she is elvish. Perhaps she has relatives there.
Hmm.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you. There's one individual I would like you to meet first, before anything else happens. He takes a few steps down, goes into that central carving, walks, kind of steps over one of the chains, and puts a single hand on this glass pedestal that contains, looks to be this small, strange gem. I would like all of you to meet a friend of mine. Not really a trusted companion, more of a little pet. This is well, if you ever heard of the Emperor of Banaskana, this is him. Say hi, honey. And you see the small crystal pulses again with this dark, necrotic energy just festering within the glass. He says hello.
He's not dead, just trapped. All right.
In his
Listen.
final moments, as he was butchered by the champions, his soul partially escaped, but was unable to fully reform into lichdom. Very sad, isn't it? And she kind of strokes the glass. You watch the crystal kind of shakes for a moment and then pulses this necrotic energy.
Quite.
He's a good friend, though. I take great comfort his presence.
See how? Doesn't give you a new lip.
Oh, he certainly tries. So, you all are human. I was told you surprised one of my cooks. Tell me, how did you get the jump on him and get in here?
Oh. We flew in.
Ah, that pesky little thing called flight. Were you the ones at the docks?
I don't know if I should say yes.
Yes, we were at the docks. Is that...
You, killed one of my ebon knights?
He did not give us much choice.
Well, you're probably correct in that. I say he's mine. I like to take ownership of things that really I have no control over. The undead throughout the city are some of them. He served his late lord, and she kind of strokes the glass once more, in his previous life. Sometimes he would listen to my commands, and a useful scout, to say the least. I have others, though. It's just unfortunate.
You have our apologies.
I appreciate that. May I ask what brings you to my home?
Well, we were hoping to make a deal with you, if you were amenable.
A deal with the devil, huh? Not many come here in search of people like myself. I could be persuaded. Come, let's talk more comfortable. Archie, fetch them chairs to sit in, please. Yes, ma'am. You see the Air Genasi begins to step backwards and goes and grabs what looks to be sets of chairs. Comfortable, large lounge chairs, and begins to set them up on the outer edges of that carving on the floor where the center lich shard essentially is residing. Close enough and comfortable enough to have a nice conversation with her.
Wonderful. I'll sit.
So, before we get started, is this this conversation, is it to affect my people in any way? Greatly. I can make minor decisions alone, but decisions that affect a lot of us, well, I'm required to bring the court together to discuss as a unit. One for one, and one for all.
Well, it might affect them as a whole, but I'm not entirely sure.
That will depend on your desires versus the court desires.
Well, tell me first. What is it you seek?
Well, specifically to borrow your amulet.
That is an interesting one.
You wouldn't happen to know of the current ongoings in the kingdom?
Specifically about a fire elemental named Garishtal.
I've heard some rumblings. People who work for me have told me some things. It's devastating from what I've heard.
Very much so. We seek to quell it.
Interesting. That
And
might
do
be
so.
in my favor. I doubt he would care for what I would have to say, this Garage talk.
He doesn't care for what anyone has to say.
He seems quite set on domination.
And you believe this? She smiles and kind of fingers the locket. The kiss of the Changebringer would help.
We're certainly hoping it will.
That's what we were informed. We need to collect all the vestiges to have a chance.
It is a wonderful thing, if I do say so myself. It has allowed me to keep a hold of my people for a good long time. What do you offer in exchange?
Well, are you still in the market for a Golthias seed?
You hear the sound of a surprised cough behind you. You kind of look, and you see one of the human individuals, the Genasi, almost like begins dying. You see he has a coughing fit as he probably like swallowed too hard. He, like the brazen nature of you saying that.
I'm just fucking die.
Was it brazen?
I mean, look, most people don't even know that this thing exists. So
You see her kind of calm demeanor goes into a full smile. What are you saying?
I'm saying that we give you a Golthias seed in exchange for us being allowed to borrow your necklace.
You see she kind of leans forward. You have it.
I do.
How? I must know.
We stole it from Reshkaval.
ooh, good word.
Is it stealing if she's dead?
Yes, because we stole it when she was alive.
Oh,
Yeah, she was very much alive when we gained
Hmm.
access to it.
good point, good point. After she died, though, if it had been then, it would have been acquiring.
It had been
Resh Kaval.
reallocation.
Yeah.
I have heard of that one. She took a few of my vampires from me. Interesting.
And
I am astonished you would just so readily give me it. Even for an artifact as powerful as this.
well, I really want that artifact, and that's the only thing I think you want that I already have.
Have you seen my green thumb then?
The ordeal tree? Yes. We've seen that.
In my previous life, I was a botanist. I loved all the plants that came in my possession. The Gulthias tree was one of those. When it fled from me, I was very disappointed. I'm happy it didn't fall into another's hands. You said you would borrow the item, correct?
Yeah.
You would bring it back to me.
Well, yes, that seems the most agreeable path for you.
You're very kind.
I would think of it as practical.
I don't know how I can say no. You bring me so much to offer. I will not lie to you. I was very prepared to kill you. The second I learned that what you wanted was insignificant with what you had to pay for it. I underestimated you. I'm sorry for that.
It happens a lot. Be surprised.
It's almost like it's my whole shtick.
She stands, walks down the steps once again from the throne, goes to the middle, kind of puts one hand on the glass where the shard is located. You see it pulse. You come with honeyed words and great gifts. I want you to swear to me, wholeheartedly, in this deal.
Of course.
Just make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Just to
I can
have
always.
a roll for
This
this.
is just one of those scenarios where
Nat 20.
Yeah.
we're choosing the lesser of two evils.
I didn't have to throw in my spell that I can cast with the Golthias seed.
You have honest eyes. I accept your deal.
Now, who's here's gonna get married to you?
How long do you think it would take for you to bring back the kiss of the changebringer?
I do not know. Hopefully less than a year.
Let us hope. This is a good day. Do you have the seed on you now, on your person?
Oh, of course.
I carry all my important items with me.
You see, she unlatches the kiss of the changebringer pulls the chain around her neck, puts it in her left hand, and kind of uses her right to kind of cup the beautiful glittering emerald set within the center of the silver chain. She grips it for a moment. I hope this trade and this item comes back to me. I'm giving you a great boon.
And I have every intention of keeping my word.
And I'm gonna pull out the seed in the lead case and hand it to her. And I'll like open the lead case so she can see that it's actually in there, and I'm not
As
bluffing.
you open the case, her eyes are fixated. Belric and Omen, with your passive perceptions, you can see the two human-looking vampires are sharing nervous glances with each other. But the queen's eyes are set entirely on the item.
Oh, what have we done?
I've just fucked us over in fun new ways.
She holds the amulet out in her hands. As she shifts it all into one, she holds out her hand for the box.
I will hand it to her and take the amulet at the same time.
As you grab the amulet, you hear, my queen. And she looks over towards the dark-haired individual who is very worried. Well, what are you doing? I'll get it back. Don't worry. But Soman, I said I'll get it back. Holding the seed box, she takes a step back. Puts her fingers on it. You're back. You couldn't
Lord.
escape me forever.
I'm sorry, Gamesh, did you say this was my wife?
Yeah, you're both calculating. Your taxes are going to be amazing.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna commit tax fraud, but the IRS can never catch us.
Exactly. Oh man. One summons living things, one summons dead things. It's a two halves of the same coin.
As she holds the beautiful seed in her hands, you hear the doors slam open. You see the two Dragonborn have taken a step back as you see an array of individuals enters the chamber. You can see the gaunt form of Soman, the vampire, steps into the chamber with a wide smile as you hear him yell out, "My queen! I've been waiting for you to call a meeting of the court, yet you have not. What's going on in here?"
Oh Lord.
She looks up, and you can see the other four vampires that walk in with him are similar. You can see they're human-like. They show no resemblance to vampiric nature, but yet there is still a way to tell. It seems almost as if there's two different versions of vampires here. It only took you this long to note, but the queen does have the fangs constantly out. There is a notion that there are specific types of vampires here, and then there's two different factions almost. You see, he kind of looks at as he walks in with his what looks to be his crew. He is the one with the full vampiric show. He is fully embracing his nature, even while the others probably like him or not. They're different types of vampires. He continues to walk forward as she closes the box slightly. They didn't come for the court to stand in front of it. They came for me and me alone, Summon. What do they want? Huh? What do they want from us? Something they now have. You see, he kind of circles the array of chairs like a predator as you all sit there. He walks past the dark-haired, human-looking vampire that seems to be one of the attendants of the queen of some sort, who backs up, clearly slightly fearful. He looks at you, Seer, as you currently are holding the necklace. Interesting. What did you trade for that? Huh? Looking to you, Seer.
Oh, I don't know what I should say.
I feel like that's something.
I feel like it's not. I should not say exactly what it is.
If your
Something that
empress
the queen
wants that
wanted.
to be discussed, she'll tell you.
What do they give you? It is not of your import, Summon. It is my import.
Oh, we just created a war on the inside.
It is very important.
Just like I didn't think. You can cut it. Or a knife.
You see she opens the box and takes the seed out. You see his face drops for a moment. You have it again. You see she takes her fingers, specifically her the last two fingers on her hand, her pinky, and with these long, sharp vampire claws, cuts deep into her flesh on her hand and puts the seed onto it.
Oh, what have we done?
And you watch
We made a good deal.
as
Look, I'm sure it's an issue we can deal with later.
you watch as she squeezes the seed in her palm, and you see a single drop of blood hits the ground as she summons two vine blights from her hand. You see
Oh.
they rise,
She already knew the spell.
Right.
turn towards her, and nod. And turn
Oh,
back towards Soman.
And hers listen.
Yeah, damn. Mine almost killed me. We definitely are taking sides in a vampire civil war.
This will benefit all of us, Soman. You see, she has something underneath, on her side that you've, as of yet, been unable to discern. And you see she pulls, looks to be a large staff made of dark wood. You see, it seems to almost pulse with the same nature and the same energy of the seed in her hand. It's this spongy black, clearly evil thing of wood. This will benefit all of us. assist in protecting us. If you have any quarrels with me, Somin, put them to rest.
Owen's got some quarrels too. Like the fact that this bitch evil.
Leave her. Listen, it's fine.
Graham, how does my sword feel about this lady?
Oh, your sword's sentient. Fuck.
Oh no!
Oh, both of the sentient items the party currently has are nervous.
Gamesh is nervous.
Belric, your cloak is feeding you praises, saying that you could take on these individuals. You are strong enough. We are strong enough, for sure. The Moonblade is exceptionally fearful due to the array of vampires that are within this chamber. At this point, there's close to 10 vampires in a single room. It is slightly intense.
It's shaking in its boots.
We're okay. It's fine. We're
Ironic,
not
'cause
gonna
this-
die.
my courageous sword is being a little fucking bitch.
It's just,
I mean,
there's a
10
lot of evil in this room. It is,
that is a lot of vampires in one spot, though.
yeah.
And 2 blights.
One could say it's a room full of vampires, which is a reference none of you will understand, but it's funny to me.
No, I get
Actually,
it. It's
I get
Drawfee.
it.
You
Yes,
get
I-
it! Oh
I
my
get it.
god!
Get it.
What is
People get my reference!
Drawfee.
Drop. It's a YouTube
It's a
channel
room full of vampires.
where they draw things, and one of the artists, she had a prompt, and it was a room full of vampires. So it's
It was draw a
It's
character
vampire.
out of a random shape, and her character was a room full of vampires.
Yeah.
And it's like a recurring joke, and it's one of my favorites.
Nice.
I love Julia. She's fantastic. She never does the prompt how it's supposed to be done, but it's always great.
Nice.
I haven't,
That
I
sounds
haven't
fun.
watched one of the videos in a while.
We're safe here, guys. For
Look.
now.
Gamesh is fully prepared to fight his way out if necessary. But if we're fighting our way out anyway, we're taking everything. We're not just gonna.
But I don't think we're gonna have to.
I don't think so either. I think she's gonna uphold her side.
I think I rolled really good persuasion.
I think so too.
Do any of you wish to intervene in this?
All right. What seems to be Soman's like body language? Because it going into this, it seems like he was kind of very, if not hostile, at least antagonistic towards her.
He definitely is. Make an insight check.
Okay. Because that's the thing. Because I feel like with the necklace, he was in line, but now that she doesn't have it,
But I also feel like we restored her to full power.
yeah, in a way. So,
So
it's a little tricky on how to.
that might also be why she was so willing to make this deal.
Yeah.
22 insight. Somin is clearly power hungry.
Very much so.
You get the sense that he's probably always been slightly antagonistic, but seeing her not with the vestige on, he's brazen, and he's very much threatening as he steps forward. And you get the sense that that summoning was a clearly defensive move from the queen to show him that she still means business. And you get the sense he's on the cusp of launching into her. He sees an opening, and he's not subtle about attempting to take it. You get the sense that if nothing is done, he will. He's that brazen.
Should we like
Gamesh
also
will,
step in front of the queen?
Gamesh will just stand up, so the chair will, and he'll just stand up.
You do see his eye kind of makes, like, he looks towards you for a moment, but puts his eyes immediately back on her.
It seems you have a lot to discuss given the exchange. But our deal is made. Unless there is reason for us to stay. I think we need to go.
I like them. Maybe they should stay. You hear someone say.
He just wants to eat me. And everyone else, I assume.
Someone, let me remind you. And she takes a step towards him.
Boss bitch, I like it.
You've only been a vampire for 500 years.
A measly 500.
I was living that as an elf.
Yeah.
I helped found Guanastan over
Damn.
1,000
Holy
years
fuck.
ago. I have seen much more than you have. I have raised Ents with my very being and turned them to serve us. You see, kind of nervously, his face shifts slightly. I found us this place, gave us society. You may be able to walk in the sunlight, but I am so old that so can I. I have allowed you to stay here and practice your blood magic. But I don't have to. My ordeal tree lives for me and will die for me. And soon, I will command an army of blights to protect us, to keep this city safe.
Okay,
And you safe.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, it's fine.
You will not harm our guests. And you will go back to your room and your coffin and go to sleep.
As she
Ooh,
looks
he
at him.
just got grounded.
As she stares at him, I wanted to be known. They can Gamesh is staring at him too. Like, you can try if you want to, really.
Yeah, I think we all are. Well, at least I am too. I'm mostly following Gamesh's lead though.
She's like, I done did the talking part. Gamesh is ready to fight.
Yeah.
You see, he continues to stare her down in the eyes and looks towards the ground. And once he breaks that eye contact, you can see he is done.
Drunk.
He turns and begins to walk out of the room. And you can see the other vampire, similar to Soman, that kind of took a step back out of fear. Like, there was a clear fear, even from her attendants, her, like, guards in her chambers, that Soman is powerful. You see, he moves closer to Soman as he begins to essentially walk out with his tail between his legs. She looks towards you, all. I personally stole the kiss of the Changebringer before his, well, body was laid fully to rest. It is extremely powerful. I was able to exalt it. It'll help you in all saves you make. And no one can grab you, restrain you, paralyze you, or petrify you if you should fully awaken it. I'd put it on as soon as you can.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
information.
It was a pleasure doing business, Your Majesty.
A pleasure as well. Good luck. And thank you. You see, she takes the seed out of her hand and puts it back in the box. Closes it. And uses her currently slightly bleeding hand, as it is now at this point fully healed, and wipes some of the blood off on one of her blights. As she turns back towards her throne, you are let out of the chamber.
Nice. I guess we go cloud form and get out of this city.
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough. You shift into your cloud forms and quickly make your way. No one is really able to stop you at this point. And you escape. Just a note, so you realize why the Queen was so strong with the Kiss of the Changebringer is vampires often like to grapple people. And when you're immune to grapple, it is harder to bite people.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
So it's a very potent item. Very good.
Very much so.
Yeah, for sure.
All
Who's
right.
getting it?
I was kind of disappointed you didn't fight them, but whatever.
Hey, cowardly options first.
Yeah. I didn't know what you were doing.
Always.
And honestly, for real, from what she wants to do with it, it's not too bad. She just wants to be left alone. So I'm like, I can be cool with that.
So what if the paladins and death monks have to fight an army of blights now?
Exactly. All they're
Well,
doing
it's
is
not our
containing them.
problem.
As long as they don't push into the city, they'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as long as the undead stay where they are, you know.
Also,
just let
she's a
'em-
powerful ally to have.
Yeah.
If anyone ever decides to cross, it's like, are you sure? We know a lot of people.
Yeah, we know like a lot of people, and some of them are not so nice.
Okay, but
We have
all right.
friends in low places, guys. Like officially.
We just need to not let either the paladins or the queen know that we're friends with the other people.
I mean, it doesn't
I
matter.
mean, they don't fully know. Like, no one really enters the city.
Yes, no one's ever
Yeah.
gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not pen pals.
Yeah, but she's
Unless we go up to Cormith and are like, we're BFFs with the fucking Empress of Blood and Bana.
Maybe we don't leave with that.
So what exactly does this amulet do?
Once you all are able to get a safe distance out of the city, you are able to identify the item. Currently, the Kiss of the Changebringer was exalted, but only for her. Currently, it is in its awakened state, thus has some extra abilities. The Kiss of the Changebringer is a legendary item. A beautiful glittering emerald is set within the center of this silver chain that hums with power and possibility. While wearing the amulet, currently it is at a +2 to all bonus to all saving throws, and allows you to be immune to the grappled condition. Additionally, you are also immune to the restrained condition while it is awakened, and you may use your action to cast the spell Blink on yourself without needing any components. You can use this ability once again after you finish a long rest.
Oh.
So, again, another item that's good on anybody.
Does anyone want it?
I would, but I
Omen won't be
can't
there.
take it. I mean, I know, but like for the time being, I wouldn't be able to take it either.
Yeah.
Her 2
I
minutes
think
before.
Mabehi
Is the only one who is open. Slots at the
think.
moment.
So are the Boots of Elvenkind attunement?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Oh,
Boots
they're
aren't.
not?
If it's a cloak, it is. The boots aren't.
Yeah, the boots
Oh,
aren't. Yeah, the
interesting.
boots aren't,
Then
yeah.
I think Mabehi has only one attunement.
Yeah, I think she is only attuned to the.
You didn't
Cabal's
artificer.
So
we can give it
Mabehi
to
could
Mabehi.
take it.
I mean, immune to restrain, grapple. She could cast blink, and she has a +2 to all saving throws. I mean,
Yeah.
I think that works.
She would be unstoppable.
Because Belric has all three, Centio has all three.
My
I have all three.
question is Mabehi gonna give it back?
No. We all know the answers to this.
I can't
I
give it
mean,
to her then.
We can forcefully take it from her. It's not impossible.
Well, she'll be immune to grapple, so we can't grab her.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, so I don't think I can give it to Mabehi. I don't know. Because she's not here to say she would be willing to give it back.
You can hold it for now. Hold
We
it for
can
now.
figure
I
out.
will-
We can figure out who to give it to.
Because I can take it if I just have to unattune from one of my things. Which would be my Archivist goggles.
Because
I
I mean,
will.
like,
I will show this to you all just so you have it.
I mean, because making sure you can't get grappled.
That would be very good for me, the wizard.
Exactly. And then the blink spell too on top of that.
Yeah.
That could keep you out of a lot of situations.
Can I take it?
Oh yeah, you can take it realistically. I mean,
It's between me and Mabehi.
Yeah. You have it in your notes now. It will go under the party notes. Actually, no, it will go under the magic items within the party notes.
Belric, what's your 3 items that you're attuned to?
Attuned to my strings, my tattoo, and the dancer.
Ah, right, your tattoo. What does your tattoo do?
Gives me essentially 15-foot reach and a little extra damage.
I didn't know Belric had reach.
Yep.
God damn!
He only uses
Yeah, I think
it a
my
couple times.
fists are magical too.
Yeah. Only reason I asked because now that I was pretty sure it was the reach. I'm like, now that you can fly though.
Yeah, I don't necessarily need a tattoo anymore. Because of
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just keep that because like I think the next one is the plate of the Dawn Martyr. So
yeah, since I'm the only
Yeah.
one who would realistically can wear that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then
that
someone
one-
else can have my tattoo though.
Oh, can you just transfer it?
Yep, I
Yeah.
can remove it.
That's insane. I
His
love that.
tattoos, they come from a magical needle, and you
Yeah.
can unattune to it, and it basically gets sucked back up into the needle.
Alright, it'll take me 2 hours, but
Belric
I
is
will-
carrying a used needle on him at all times.
Nice.
But
We love
remember
this.
though, he's also a paladin, so he's immune to diseases. So that's
Yeah.
Yep. I can
Yeah.
use all the
Sounds
dirty
good.
needles
But
I
he
want.
definitely would have gotten a blood disease by now from
I will-
sitting on
I
it.
will say, just so you know, you personally don't know how to tattoo that back onto yourself. You would need to go back to the person you bought it from.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, but like I said, given the circumstances, I think that the magical armor will probably be better for him, more
Yeah.
consistently.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
one vestige is left.
And we gotta go to Mabehi's home turf.
Yeah,
Aha.
hopefully, we will probably have to work around Pepe's schedule, I guess, to do that one, just because it is.
Her people. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
it
that's
is
her.
her
That's
home.
her. That's her story.
Yeah,
That's gonna be incredibly difficult.
It is.
I know.
Yeah.
That's
um,
going to be difficult.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll just.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You have to have talk with her and figure it out.
Yeah, I will. But I will end the session here tonight as you all gain access to this next vestige. You survived the city of vampires by flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then by good persuasion.
yeah,
Yeah.
you did pretty good. I honestly, that deal was the move.
I thought
Honestly.
it might be.
Yeah, I was like, man, there.
The second you brought it up the first time, like I think last session, you're like, oh, we could just trade the seed. I knew. I was like, she's definitely going to go for that.
Oh man, I was.
There's one thing Sierra's good at. It's serving evil overlords.
There were so many vampires hunting for that seed for the longest time.
I know.
Yeah. I know they're probably like, where the fuck is this thing? It just blinked off the face of the earth.
Yep, because I kept it in a lead case.
In a bag of holding.
Yep.
Yep.
The double protection. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, very fun though.